bless them with the strength to endure and the courage to resist. So may it be. Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day? I am Vicar Humbletoes, guardian of the Stormshore Tabernacle. I keep the peace in this sacred place and guide those in need. Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls. Of course, my child, within limits. Behold my wares.
Keep your distance, darling.
There is work to do.
Indolence breeds madness.
What's cooking?
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic. It sets your teeth on edge.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
Well, go on then. It's rude to keep a goddess waiting.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Not the message one hopes to receive from a past lover. But her first love was always the weave. At best, I was a close second. When I pictured this moment, I thought I'd feel more in control. Yet, here I am, with palms sweatier than a bugbear's armpit. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. The summoning channel Mystra has provided is one only I can enter. No matter how much I prefer not to face her alone. You're right. A heartfelt apology is the surest way to a goddess's heart and her favor. I pray that she'll be in a forgiving mood. If she weren't the one I'd be praying to. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gale of Waterdeep. You look well.
Mystra. I never thought we'd speak again like this. Why am I here?
There is much unsaid between us, but time runs ever short. You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
I didn't want to die. And when I saw the crown, I thought I might not have to, if I only understood its power.
And you believe you have the right to such an understanding? The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
That can't be. It wasn't. It couldn't have been. I only wished to prove myself worthy. I had no idea.
You were already worthy. What you lacked was patience, and it cost you dearly. When the Karsite Weave entered your body, your gifts were the first thing it consumed. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
I won't let you down again. When the Absolute is vanquished, I will surrender Karsus's powers to you. You have my word.
Thank you. May the Weave's light guide your purpose, and its wisdom guide your hand. The future of magic rests on your shoulders, Gale of Waterdeep. I promise you, it is a burden you are strong enough to bear.
On mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw her. After all this time. She gave us the secret of the orb's power. I call that extremely useful knowledge to have. The Karsite weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that? As always, I endeavor to be invigorated by your candor, rather than eviscerated by it. Blunt, as your summation is, it's correct. I dared to call myself an archmage while acting the apprentice. The hallmarks of a most excellent idiot, unfortunately. At least now I'm armed with the truth, and Mistra's expectations. Once I bring the crown of Karsus to her, I can put everything right. The orb, too. I'll be myself again, for all that's worth. I'll have to disagree with you there. Having not one but two parasitic entities within your body does very little for one's faith in one's personality. Still, I should take the compliment with the same generosity it was given, so thank you. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down.
Divine protectors of Baldur's Gate.
I do not trust Mistra to do right with the crown, but I think I trust Gale even less. He should give it to her and be done with it, or his lust for power might well consume him.
It seems Gale has made amends with Mistra. Good for him. Though, I don't see any such reconciliation between myself and Shah anytime soon.
So, Gale's agreed to be a good boy and hand the crown over to Mistra. I can't say I would have made the same call, but each their own.
You see an altar dedicated to Selûne. An inscription reads, "Let all who worship the changing tides of life and knowledge feel the blessings of Selûne. Trust in the purity of my light. See the constancy in its inconstancy, and you will be guided aright." Your scholarship of religion tells you no more. Offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is required.
What's next?
Seluna had.
You thought it wise to steal from the gods? A
You feel the chill gaze of the Moon Maiden upon you. Seluna welcomes you. An inscription reads, "Let all who worship the changing tides of life and knowledge feel the blessings of Seluna. Trust in the purity of my light. See the constancy in its inconstancy, and you will be guided aright." As a moon-bathed cleric, this is your moment to bask in her lunar light and imbue your spirit with her majesty and grace. Offering is accepted, but more evidence of devotion is.
Well, hello.
Welcome back, child of faith. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day?
Let's march!
Broadsheet's rather dull today. Don't suppose you've learned anything juicier of late, Caris?
In my opinion, we should have a skill watch in every Baldurian home. Why? I'm glad you asked. It'd certainly help with the dishes. Even some time.
We will be protected. These tax hikes are enough to make my eyes will burn in the all-consuming rages of the one.
Will there be anything interesting in today's broadsheet, Caris?
Lord Gortash!
What about Estra's column? She always has something juicy in the Gazette.
It's a shame Gortash's interview didn't touch on how the Watchers talk.
That's just a The Steel Watch don't need to talk. Who will save us from certain destruction?
Broadsheet's rather dull today. Don't suppose you've learned anything juicy.
Have you any idea? Like bring a Gortash and they show us the way!
And what will happen as long as they do their job?
Lovely day for it.
You used to do such a good job running the Gazette.
Curious sound in the night. What would you know about that, Shadowheart?
You talk about the honor of your order, but what about my honor? I made a deal.
Stug, if you want to join the Vigilant Knights, you have to quit beating people up.
My sister Gerva has talked me into joining her Holy Helm Order, but I got a job to finish first.
Breaking the knees of debtors for the guild isn't honest work, and you know it. That's why you're giving it up.
But I already took the money for it from Uktar, so I gotta follow through. It's like an oath or something. And I know you understand oaths, Skirva.
What am I going to tell the Vigilant Knights, Doug? That you're knee-breaking for goodness? You know that's right, Stug. If Uktar sends someone after you, I'll back you up. And so will the rest of the knights.
You say that now, but you haven't met Uktar's enforcer, Elliot. No, you're right. I'm sick of the whole business. If Elliot comes looking for me, we'll find a way to deal with him. Still here, stranger? Me too. Not yet ready to face up to what I have to do, I guess.
Just one more, Stug, and then we'll go. See you, stranger.
Just between us, I don't believe everything I hear from Archduke Gortash. He's entirely too slick to be trustworthy.
If it were up to me, I'd replace all the flaming fists with steel watches. At least the big teapots don't make lewd suggestions when you pass by. They smell better too.
You try and get fresh tomatoes in a city under siege.
Was I rude to you before? My manners are quite dreadful, frankly. Why did we need an Archduke? Wasn't a Grand Duke enough?
Table 14 want their eggs now.
I wonder if this was brewed with my barley.
Ah, we should get cards printed. Roger Gherkins, realtor.
A new Archduke? Fancy. Never had one of them before. If you're gonna hang around, you should be drinking to the new Archduke.
I know you said
Thing or two. Nothing good though. This edition looks better than ever.
I'm never eating at the house of again.
better than ever. With all the articles about.
What can I do for you? Of course. Wouldn't be alive to hold them if it weren't for you.
Is something burdening you?
Suggestively on my hat.
If you had to pick one for a night...
Not everyone subscribes to...
Have people... Death's blessings upon you. I am Mortark's sire, devotee of Kelemvor. I pray you find comfort among the dead, as I do. To rid ourselves of the coils of flesh is a beautiful thing.
Hey, my folks are buried here. I'd love to pay them a visit. Here lie Pluck and Kaelak Cliffgate. Hi, Mum. Hi, Dad. Sorry I haven't visited. I've been, away. But I'm back now. I miss you so much. But I'm happy and getting up to some really important shit. Maybe you can see for yourselves, I don't know. You're with me here, anyway. Taters. Mum would have lived if we found a good enough healer who'd take our gold. Greedy bastards. As for Dad... bad luck, I guess. They should have found someone younger to take the job on the Risen Road. Maybe someone with a better back could have dodged the cart in time. If. If and but. But and how. But most of all, why? I never would have bothered with Gortash if they'd been around. They wouldn't have let me within a league of him. But they were already gone. Mum, you used to say there was no such thing as death, only change. Dad thought that was a load of woo. That gone meant gone, unless you'd struck a deal with one of the gods. But you had better things to do than beg favors off immortals, right, Dad? I don't know what I think. You'd have to worship the gods to get picked up by them. The rest of us just fade away, or so they say. Let's hope they've got it wrong. Wish me luck, Mum and Dad. I need it.
Here lies Kарлach Cliffgate, beloved wife and mother. Here lies Pluck Cliffgate, beloved husband and father. Here lies Pluck Cliffgate, beloved husband and father. Here lies Kарлach Cliffgate, beloved wife and mother.
I do.
You're so adorable when you're thinking what to say. Well, now's as good a time as any. Nothing special, of course. You're only the first person who I truly care for.
Is something
Not for communal use, it seems. Best show some respect.
They got him, honey. They got the bastard that did this to you. They got him, honey. They got the bastard that did this to you.
Beloved Agnes Schweitz. Her smile shined like 1,000 suns. Prisoner 3046, commended to Jurgel's ledger.
Flowers every color.
Didn't know her name, we just called her Grimishka. Fidia Pengist, a noble lanceboard player to the last. Eldoth Kron, raise a glass to the poor bastard. Didn't know her name, we just called her Grimishka. Burial site of Garrett Dortmel. May you finally find your rest.
Keep a lookout. The Mortarch don't take kindly to raising the dead, but I won't be long, I promise. My big brother, Garrett. He got killed by that murderer guy, but I'm gonna fix him. Now, keep watch. Exorde me, Merkel. Resuscita frater meum. Immorte ad me redigo eo.
The air crackles with power before fizzing out. The child has power but lacks control.
You're close, Merkel. I can feel your shadow. Give my brother back, please.
The Mortarch said the same thing. But I miss him. A lot. Fine. I won't try again. For now, at least. I want you home, Garrett. Mum won't stop crying. Dad is always at the pub.
Flowers, every colour of the rainbow.
Burial site of Garrett Dortmel. May you finally find your rest.
Why was it you?
Andreas Lothar, beloved of Ciro Lali. May we keep your hearth warm.
Would Sarah like some flowers? They do a wonder at brightening up a grave. I bring fresh ones to my husband's every few days. I'm not. My husband was an arse. But he gave me 3 beautiful kids. So the old goat gets flowers. I get them up by Bloombridge. A druid lives that way, so you know they're extra fresh. They're not for the dead, they're for the living. Same with funerals, coffins, all of it. I put flowers on my husband's grave for me, to remember the good from the bad. We get on better now than when he was still alive. Of course. Come back any time. You won't find fresher. Why was it you? Brighten up a loved one's grave with a bouquet, freshly picked.
The one with that sink in his chest plate. I'd give him a few more of those if you catch my drift.
Well, not to. I'm standing downwind.
You go here first, it was your idea.
Yeah, but I dared you first, so you... Devils in there can swallow kids whole! Even Stinky!
You first? I double drow dare you! Are you afraid?
I'm not going in there. To hell. It was Runt's idea.
I find the locals' fascination with the beach is but a conspiracy for prudes to leer at each other unquestioned. Why does anyone bother wearing swim garments at all?
I'm not inclined to bother myself, but I suppose it keeps the city watch at bay. Some act as though displaying bare flesh is a more heinous crime than murder and robbery.
Terrible! Idiot! Fool! Scarab, no! Scarab! God's sakes! Scarab, Sarab! Ah!
You go in first, it was your idea.
Yeah, but I dared you first, so you have to go.
have to say it 3 times.
Can't bloody believe it. No more puzzles. A travesty.
Shadow.
Can you believe it? They removed the Baldur's Mouth puzzle section. That was the best bit. And for what? An interview with some lord. I don't care what he's done. I just want my letter games back. If they don't put the puzzles back in the broadsheet, I'm writing a strongly worded letter to that editor. Believe you me.
God's sakes! Scarab sat. Speak thrice the phrase correctly, and lucky you'll forever be. Okay, great. Oh, damn it! Can't you see I'm trying to concentrate? Scarab sap, scarab's cap. Oh, this is gonna be harder than I thought. Just 3 times. Only have to say it 3 times.
I'm not going in there. To hell. It was Runt's idea.
It's your idea.
The Devil's Fee.
So you have to go.
Shit, that was 4 times, wasn't it?
The Devil's Fee.
Oh, I get it.
I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio's a rarity. So merry be and shop with glee. A most excellent decision. Coin and time. Your esteemedness returns. Oh, joyous hour.
Got inside.
I am not this acoustic loop version of High House.
Much better to make drink.
Go ahead. I'm listening. With pleasure.
I wasn't expecting it, if you're sure. Take care. You grace my stool. I'm honored.
Is your boss here to enjoy
Scant few
himself?
customers today.
Oh,
This might end up
I
being
don't
the
think
first day
this
in
kind of
years I am with my
establishment is
hand
quite to his taste.
You keep Our Nim is rather refined.
Seen sense yet? Raphael's still waiting. He can still help you get through this.
Now, that there's a face I'd remember if I'd seen it. Welcome to Sharess's Caress. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? You got a taste for ale, I reckon? Or maybe... forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. Sharess Caress, the mamsel's brainchild. Wet your tongue, soak your skin, scratch your itch. Get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't. Don't know about that, chum. Hoots Hooch packs a stronger wallop than all 10 of my knuckles. Could beef you up, sharpen your tongue, or knock you out cold. No telling till the first drop hits your gullet. Damn! The gal knows what she wants. First one's on the house. So, don't come bawling to me if your big toes fall off or your tongue coils in a knot. My business is slinging tankards, not hoarding secrets. I'd like to keep it that way. But you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Elmira there looks about ready to burst. Have a look. All set, are you?
Scant few customers today. This might end up being the first day in years I end with my hand alone for company.
You keep scaring our regulars off?
That blacksmith was paying me to use the clamping vice.
I don't think this kind of establishment is quite to his taste.
Was that human boy insisting on playing his acoustic looped version of High House of Wonders again?
Ugh, I hate loot boys. I don't understand why there's such a type for so many.
A new face? Looking for another chapter of dirty lore for your biography?
You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy.
I used to work as a courtesan back home, and my sister as an artisanal masseuse. But men are treated like dogs by the Underdark's matriarchs, so we fled.
We found surfacers craved the body of a drow like a drug. Life is easy in our line of work.
It was not my work itself that has ever been a challenge to me, merely the circumstances. I worked in this business in the Underdark, but it grew to festering monotony. The entirety of drow culture is obsessed with bondage beyond reason. While such activities have their charms, I yearned to reach greater depths. And there is no society on this planet more laterally, imaginatively, and confusingly depraved as that of Baldur's Gate. Although of late, I do feel like I've seen everything. Perhaps you'll show me something new. I'd have to restrain myself far more than any play bindings do if I worked in another field. This is a place where I can be myself boundlessly. There are so many who come to me speaking of a fixation that no one else has ever been able to share with them, and never will again. A once-in-a-lifetime moment of passion. Every day. What could be better? Don't you want to try it? Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. Well, there are two of us, aren't there? Use your imagination.
We are twins. We can make up a little show of kissing each other, but when we are hired at the same time, there are often many other clients in the room to attend to.
I'd like to try doing things like this again. Now I'm free to find my own desires. And don't worry, I'll dart out if I don't enjoy it faster than I used to run from the sun.
Charming.
There must be a sprinkling shower of gold first. Coin.
For being a friend who helped Amira, we will charge a little less.
Of course you came back. I never doubted you would.
You have a type, don't you? Elven prostitutes. Again? It's rather embarrassing, dear.
Ah, A person of taste, indeed.
Yes, love.
Set your worries at ease. You're in safe hands.
Devil's Den. Devil's Den.
My favorite future clients, are you ready to accept my kind offer? I'll wait. You'll be back. My favorite future clients, are you ready to accept my kind offer? My dear Kарлach, I'm delighted you've seen sense. You'll find everything is in order. And this agreement will bring us both what we want. You'll save the world. I'll unite the Hells, and the Illithids will be eradicated. A pleasure doing business with you. Ah, what fun we would have had if you'd tried. You will find yourself in Orpheus's presence before the end comes. When the moment comes, use the hammer to shatter the chains that hold him. Be sure to keep the hammer safe until then. Your survival depends on it. And our deal depends on your contract. I'll keep it safe for you in my House of Hope. Now, I have business elsewhere, but rest assured, we'll talk again.
That was reckless. In a devil's hands, the crown could be as dangerous as any artifact in existence. We need to nullify the terms of that deal. To do that, we'll need to find a Diabolist willing to open a back door to the Hells, sneak into Raphael's home, and destroy the contract. Simple.
Is something burdening you?
I hope you're here to discuss that contract you just signed. Agreeing to give away our greatest hope of salvation wasn't the wisest of moves. I'm glad to hear it. But you realize we can't just tell him we changed our minds. You signed an infernal contract, not some half-baked deal on the back of a napkin. If this scheme of yours fails, the crown of Carsus is Raphael's, whether you intended it or not.
Father, give me strength.
My body burns like the noonday.
Look at me.
Ugh, I hate. I don't understand why this.
A toast to Raphael's latest client, the savior of the city. Whatever you need to tell yourself, honey. Deep down, you know the truth. And so do I. When I'm not keeping my eye on potential clients like you, I make sure the House of Hope is fully secure. Devils often have prettier hordes than dragons. Sneaking thieves into their vaults is a lucrative business. Doesn't usually end well for the thieves. But sometimes the thieves are rich, smart, or well-connected enough to come back in one piece. Take our esteemed Lord Gortash, for example. Talking about this won't end well for either of us. So, if you'll excuse me, come.
Charmed, I'm sure.
A toast to Raphael's latest client, the savior of the city. The boss is always right, even though he's so very wrong. When I'm not keeping my eye on potential clients like you, I make sure the House of Hope is fully secure. When he's there, yes, but he's a busy man. Contracts and interests in many places and on many planes. This current crisis has him so busy, he's barely been home since he met you. Devils often have prettier hordes than dragons, but sometimes the thieves are rich, smart, or well-connected enough to come back in one piece. Take our esteemed Lord Gortash, for example.
She's enjoying your company, and the liquor has loosened her tongue, but she's anxious about the direction the conversation's taking.
Yeah, a diabolist with a loose sense of duty and a hunger to be richer than Mammon. I almost wish he'd asked me. I'd have told him to stick his gauntlet where the sun don't shine and wiped that smug little grin off his face. Conversation's over. I've got to sober up and get back to work.
Come on, let's go.
I want to give it a good rumple.
Press your belly to the bar, chum.
You're looking parched, sweetheart. Another tankard?
Hell's, darling. Another sip and I'm like to spill over. but I've a hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? Right as falling rain. What's it to you, chuffer?
Don't worry your pretty head about the fist, love. I can play them all like a lute.
What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pops up.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No, a dragon, setting my phoenix nest aflame. I shall slake your thirst, dragon. You will part your lips and drink of my essence.
Oh, I will drink your essence.
Hoots, order up! Another tankard for the fist.
A blast.
My hands are full, sweetheart. You want a drink? Hoots is your woman. You want pleasure? See Mamselle Amira.
You're a true talent.
The nymph's got a sweet tongue and a figure to match, eh?
What now?
What's the story?